all of our overseas fellow fighters in the whistleblower movement. Do you think you were lucky to be abroad? This may be true in the short term, but this may not necessarily be true in the long run. In the future, the Chinese diaspora will bear the blame for the CCP. You are completely unaware of the difficulties of the living environment. I have not seen anyone who has a clear idea of it. There are only two endings. Either all mankind will fight and perish, or the CCP will be smashed and shattered by the joint forces of the Western world and the United States, which will be even more powerful than the eight-nation alliance back then. These are the only two possible endings. There will be no third ending. Absolutely no third ending. What I've been telling everyone in the past 3 years is not baseless or a prediction. You will see a series of actions coming. No matter how lucky or comfortable you are to think the West will never investigate COVID-19's origin and the coming secondary disaster from the vaccines. Not many people can distinguish between the Chinese and the Chinese Communist Party. You think you will be all right if you stay in China. You are doomed if you stay in China. You won't even have the chance to eat grass. Don't forget that it's the CCP that has deliberately launched the biological weapons and fake vaccine wars against the West, stealing their presidential election, their nation, and democracy. They can use any weapon, including biochemical weapons and nuclear weapons, because you are going to destroy their family. This is a massacre. In the past, we had economic wars, trade wars, technological wars, so-called wars of faith, and cyber wars, all nothing comparable. Today, we face a comprehensive war that genuinely represents a life and death battle. When I was a child, I enjoyed listening to old people tell stories about the Kuomintang Communist War, the Sino-Japanese War, and the Second World War the most. Recently, filmmakers have produced several new films to honor the Second World War. Look at the arrogance of Germany and the number of deaths at that time. Today is a modern war. This is beyond your imagination. When beheading can be done only on the left side, not the right side. This time, the CCP has tied both Chinese people and CCP members to the machine of death. It is extremely challenging to separate them. The difficulty is just like that. We are 15,000 miles away from a pair of male and female flies in China, and we want to kill the male fly, but not the female fly. It is so difficult. This information is not coming from me, but rather from those who are implementing the strategic plan.